So I'm going to read the word off to you. You're going to put it in one of the columns, and that will help you spell it, okay? So your choices for columns are, if you hear the long E. If you do hear the long E, and it's following the rule, what will be first? I or E? What will be first? Okay, because it's I before E, except after C, unless you hear another vowel sound. Now, if you hear the long E, but there's a C, then what do?
You change it from IE to EI.
Perfect. Then you change it to the EI. Okay? We're going to put stars next to this because this is what you're looking at for your spelling. Okay. If you hear another vowel sound, if you hear that long A for this week's words, or if you were to hear any other vowel sound, then what do you put?
Another one.
Well, remember, every one of your words this week is going to have IE, EI, or EIGH. Every single word. And if you hear the long E, and it follows the regular rules, you hear the long E, it's I before E, except after C, or if you hear another vowel. If you hear the other vowel, that's when you do the EI or the EIGH. Okay, so if you're hearing that long A, since that's the only two in this week's words, in this week's words, you've only got the long E sound and the long A sound. So if you hear the long E, it's IE, unless there's a C. Then you flip it to EI. If you hear that long A, then you're going to do EI or EIGH. That's going to help you spell these. And then you've got the weird rule breakers that don't follow any of these words. For this week, what is that rule breaker word? Which one is it? Can you point to it on the screen? What's your rule breaker for this week?
I'm a bad guy.
Perfect. Weird. Weird is your weird word. It breaks all the rules. Okay? So before we go through your test, we're going to go through this. Weird is your weird word, right? It breaks the rules. You hear that long E, but it doesn't follow the I before E. It's a weird one. Down here. Reindeer. Reindeer, you hear the A, and you've got the EI, right? Receive. You're hearing the long E, and it would be I before E, but what's in there that's switching it up?
A C.
A C. So then you switch it to EI, okay? Then you've got relief, which you're hearing the E. No. You've got relief, and it's following I before E because there's no C, and you're hearing the long E sound. Then you've got field. What are you hearing in there? The long E. Field, I before E, and there's no C, so you don't have to worry about any changes. Believe. You're hearing the long E. Believe. And you just need to make sure you follow that I before E. Then you've got thief. Eef. Thief. Long E. So it follows the I. Look over here. I before E. Thief. Okay, then you've got ways. Now what's that vowel sound you're hearing in the word ways?
An A.
An A, the long A. And that's why you've got the EI or the EIGH, because of the A sound. You've got 18, which is the long A. And you've got eighth, with that TH at the end, don't forget. And both of those have that long A, and that's where you've got your E-I, E-I-G-H. All right, so we're going to go over your spelling test.